Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. This is Matt, and I want to give you an awesome video that was so powerful in this final part of the decision. So you're going to see some pieces of the puzzle coming together here over the next few videos. A lot of you are like, are you in a Class A? Are you in the Airstream? Which one do you have? Whatever. I'm so confused. Well, here's where it is. All these videos that we've done have been so awesome, all this adventure that we've gone on while we were still in the Airstream, and so I didn't want to leave those videos out. But now I'm getting to the videos where we made these final decisions, but I had these moments captured that were part of the decision-making process. The buying of the Jeep, if you saw that video, I'll post that link up there. The looking at other Class A's that I went and saw, and then this conversation that we had with Less Junk More Journey in their Class A. Now it's really funny, if you've been watching our videos and their videos, they actually now live in an Airstream, which when we met them, and if you saw our video the other day, they actually visited our Airstream, and so we were in an Airstream, they were in a Class A when we met here in this video, and now they're in an Airstream and we're in a Class A, totally switched places. So you can watch their video, I'll put the link below, and you can watch their video of talking with us about our Airstream, and this is our conversation with them about their Class A, and a great night and evening that we had together that really became the kind of groundwork for us finalizing that decision. And then I've got a really cool video of us that you've all been dying for, a tour of the Class A, the first time we ever saw it, and more coming on this finalization of the decision, and then all of the adventures that we've been doing in the Class A coming for you as well. So here's the video. Welcome to the vlog. In this video, we're going to spend more time with less junk and more journey. Join us.
Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah. And it's a good, I won't even worry anymore. Took all my cares, took and kicked them all out the door. Go on and try, come and tell me what you're waiting for. Move and keep them going till your life is overflowing, yeah.
Alright, so here we are once again with Less Junk, More Journey, and we're actually going to take a tour. One of the things we've been thinking about is, do we want to consider a Class A? And so we're here with them, and they're willing to open the doors to their home and show us what it's like to live in a Class A motorhome. And so you can go along on the journey with us. Come along.
Come on. They want to see your room. Yeah. You want to come see it? Yeah.
All right, cool. So we're here with Nathan and Marissa from Less Junk, More Journey. And they've got an incredible YouTube channel for you to follow, and their daughter Hensley, who might be visiting us in a minute. What's up?
Chocolate.
No more chocolate?
Chocolate.
I don't know where it is.
Chocolate.
We don't have any chocolate bar.
Hensley, go
back. Go back.
And we're here with the realities of trying to run a YouTube channel and a family at the same time. So we've had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys tonight, and I just wanted to I think there's a lot of people that are considering this, that we're only a couple months into it. You guys have a lot of experience that's actually really valuable to those of us getting started. So I wanted to kind of hear a few of y'all's experiences and also maybe some tips. So I think the first question that I'm curious about is, what in your mind is the best part about this RV life, or however you want to describe it?
I would have to say the flexibility and the freedom. I just love getting to spend so much time with our family. I mean, day in and day out, and experiencing new adventures with each other. So for me, I guess that's the best part.
Yeah,
I totally agree. I mean, when you get to make these choices and have more time, you can kind of take things that maybe aren't, you kind of realize that things weren't as important as you thought they were to start with, and you get to spend more time doing things that maybe are more important. Spending time with your family, creating memories, and then ultimately maybe you can even find time, with your own time to start making a difference, rather than maybe doing something you don't enjoy to start with.
Yeah, no, I think I've seen that too. Just kind of, I don't do some of the things I did at home because I can't do them. I'm not there to do them, and I don't have an office to go to do them. You know, and so some of those distractions are gone, and so you're actually able to focus on the kids, and the kids are right there. So. And even a different way than they were in the house. So that is pretty cool. It's cool how you're kind of forced to be with the family and what that does. So, what would you say is the hardest part for y'all? So, some people may not know you. So you have a darling. Can I have you for a second? How you doing, Miss Hensley? What are you? Oh, where's your blankie? You got it. The baby's going down? I gotta see. Can you say hi to the camera? Can you say hi to the camera? Right here. Say hi, camera.
Hi, camera.
Okay, this is their darling little girl. She's trying to watch Peppa the Pig, and I'm stopping her. But, so that's their family. So tell us, what would you say is the hardest part about your family traveling around this RV world?
I'd say decision fatigue. I think with that freedom becomes a lot more opportunities to make decisions, to be able to keep that freedom. I mean, when you got a house, you don't have to think about, man, where are we going to be sleeping tonight, or where are we staying next, or how are we going to, what are we going to be visiting tomorrow? I mean, it's just you have your routines when you're in a home, but when you're in an RV, it's like every day's an adventure, which is good, but there's a lot of decisions that come with that.
Yeah, we've definitely seen that, and trying to figure out where you're going to stay. Yeah. and you guys are even more adventurous than we are, because y'all do a lot of boondocking, so you're showing up at places where you may not be able to get into.
We just started doing that, yeah. It's a little nerve-wracking.
I wish someone would have told me that when I started, was be prepared for the number of decisions you're going to make. I think you kind of figure it out. You start to figure out the ways, what are the elements that I need to be considering. When do I need to recharge, you guys call it? Yeah. When you need to get the water and the electrical hookups and stuff. But yeah, that's definitely something that I think we've seen for sure too. Well, did you have something else you were thinking of? What would you say is the hardest thing for you?
I think for me, it would just be relationships, like being away from your friends and your family for a long period of time. I know we were talking about that earlier. For me, I mean, relationships are super important to me, and that's probably been the hardest. I get a little homesick at times, but I just have to focus on our family and what it's doing for our family, and I think that kind of helps me get through it a little bit and make it worth it, because our family's growing stronger, our little unit.
Yeah, that was kind of going to be my follow-up. And yeah, this is real video, right? So we're not cutting out like the babies in the videos. So I didn't tell you I was going to ask you this question, but you just mentioned something. So you do this, the reason why you do it, even though it's hard, is because of this vision you have, or something you have about what it does for your family. Can you describe that?
I think when we had her, everything just changed. Just our priorities. It really just, a light bulb just really went off that she was our world. That we really need to make sure that she loved us, we loved her, and ultimately she loved God. And we felt like our busy life that we had was kind of distracting from that. And so sometimes it's, I mean, people talk about it all the time, just the blink of an eye, their kids are growing up. We wanted to at least try to slow that down and just savor every moment, every day we could with our kid. Because it still flies by, but we feel like we're trying to make the most of every day.
Yeah, at least it's flying by with you seeing her.
Yeah.
Being there with it. That's awesome. We're still trying to discover what the journey is all about for us, but we're definitely seeing that strengthening of the family, and I love how you guys put that. That's cool. That's really awesome. Okay, so the next question I was curious about is, you've been doing this for how long now?
15, 16 months.
Okay, a little over a year.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
So you visited, how many states? I'm just curious, how many states have you visited?
We tried counting it up the other day. What is it, like 20-something? 20-something. 26
maybe.
maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So of all the places that you've been, is there one that you tell someone that's new and just thinking about starting this journey, where they ought to go first so they just have a great first experience?
We really love Colorado, and that's where we're at right now. Maybe it's just fresh on our minds. Like the Colorado Springs area. It's just, you can see so much. I mean, you can drive an hour one way and see sand dunes. You can drive an hour another way and see mountaintops and snow and waterfalls. And it's just, if you're into nature, which we are,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit of everything in Colorado.
Yeah, y'all do a ton of hiking, and even with Hensley, you guys find a way to make it work. You've got an awesome little backpack. You just take her up the hill with us the other day. That was awesome. So, what about for you? Anything? Would you agree, or what would you say?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed Colorado too. I think it's a really good mix. And I know we had a good time in Texas as well, which we're not just trying to suck up to you. We definitely talk about it. We really had a good time in Texas because you got the beach and some great food. So I don't know, it's so hard because everything's just so different that it's special in its own way. So
yeah, it kind of proves the point on why we do this, right? But it's cool. You can't experience the country in the same way just by going to a hotel. And especially not at the same price point,
right.
To do it the way we're doing it here. So that's cool. And we love Colorado too, and Texas. So awesome. I know that Nathan, you've actually put together some information on choosing an RV. Not only not just from out of interest to help other people, but you've actually had the experience of. I think this is your third or fourth? No.
Third. Yeah,
Third.
We're looking for a fourth, but yeah, 3 wasn't enough.
So the first one you had was a trailer. The second one you had was a fifth wheel, and now you're in a Class A, which we have a tour here that we've done with them.
It's a 2011 Newmar 3810, so it's just under 39 feet.
They also call it a Canyon Star? Is that
Canyon Star. Yeah, it's a Newmar Canyon Star.
Cool. Yeah. Well, I guess one of the major differences between this and a trailer is you have a steering wheel. So.
that is
it's a little different. It gives her something extra to play with. Yeah, of course these seats can spin around if we need them to.
So you actually get extra seating incorporated into it.
Do you ever drive this?
I drove one.
Okay, how is it?
Scary. Do you drive the trailer?
I have, yes. I don't drive. I'll give him brakes.
Yeah.
But it's usually out in the middle of, nowhere.
I get that.
I don't want to drive in the city.
Yeah.
But this seems a little bit more daunting.
It's different because it's wider than a truck and you're higher off the ground.
Yeah.
So it's definitely
well, that's
different.
when we first started looking about RVs. First one we sat in was a Class A, and we sat down and said, nope. Seriously, because it is very overwhelming and it felt so big. But I'm worried about this, but I think you totally get used to this.
Yeah, but it's nice to have this extra seating.
It is nice.
You still got a little wasted space right there, but that's what's nice. The newer ones have the bed that comes down, so you're actually getting all that space too. So we wish ours had that. That's something we wish.
One of the things I noticed is you've got this extra little desk space too.
That's my work area.
Yeah.
Whereas me, I'm all the time at the table, which is where the kids are at.
And then I'm like, hey, we have to eat. You gotta move.
Yeah.
Well, that's the best view in the house too. So I get up in the morning and work.
Yeah, this is.
I've got that.
I love having that.
That's a really good
I
point.
do like that.
Yeah.
This
has a lot of storage.
Yeah.
And you have all that underneath too. So we have.
Yeah, the outside stuff that you can get there.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a convection microwave. Y'all have that too, right? In yours, which ours is pretty. It's more large, I guess, but I like that. I worried about that in the beginning, but I like it. I've talked about if we do end up keeping it, like you all were talking about, like changing the colors and stuff. Because I would like to have white cabinets or something. But
Yeah, white cabinets.
it does.
I don't think I've ever seen one with white cabinets, so if that someone hasn't already painted
Right here, like our own couch.
You're apparently already at home.
Oh, that's
It's pretty
nice.
deep.
Oh wow.
It's a mess right now, but
Well, no, but you can actually bring your
But
pots and pans.
we have our little collapsible.
and
Oh, that's nice pantry too.
it comes out,
Wow.
so we really like that. Because our fifth wheel, we had to dig back in there.
Well, I have to move stuff out
Yeah.
to get the stuff out.
Oh, that's a great point to have them.
Yeah, and we have it over here too.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, this is really good
Yeah,
storage.
and so this is all our wash
I'm a little
stuff.
jealous.
And this is the washer and dryer, which is amazing. I told Nathan if we were going to do that, I would want to get something older. It just feels wrong. I don't know why it feels wrong.
I don't know if you were there, but we were up till midnight doing laundry because two of the dryers weren't working as good and they weren't drying close. We had to it was a pain.
This is, I don't know if I can give it up.
Heaven on earth.
Yeah, and so this is Hensley's closet, and
Okay, so you got some other wardrobe space there, yeah. Kind of like we have for the kids.
Which, so we love the fireplace. We thought, oh, that's kind of gimmicky, but it's been something I really like. I actually really like it.
Do you like it?
I love it because it gives it that homey feel. Yeah. But then also, if you're hooked up to electric, it gives you electric heat without using your propane.
That's really cool.
That is super cool.
This was a big closet before. So.
Oh, that's
cool. That's huge.
Yeah.
Why can't we have a basketball hoop?
Why can't? Do they have a basketball hoop?
Yeah, she's got.
Yeah. So now my kids are like, she's got her own place.
What?
He's feeling a little gypped now.
I want a basketball hoop.
Okay, well maybe when we get a bigger home. Okay, they have much more walking room.
Oh yeah, that's one thing that like.
I feel like we have to like skirt around.
I don't be able to get this very good with this lens. Cool. So you got.
It's got quite a bit. It's like y'all's. It's got the storage underneath.
And you have good
drawers.
Right here.
They're pretty deep.
That's nice.
And then I mean, it's
good. Yeah.
It's twice the size of ours. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got the overhead too.
Yeah.
So quite a bit.
Yeah, that's.
We love Newmar, and we've looked into sticking with Newmar Motorhome, but they don't make the overhead bed.
The bed over the cab. Yeah. It's a bummer.
It is. I wish more people did. I don't.
Maybe give someone who's just starting out, trying to figure out how to decide, not necessarily going into whatever all the different classes are, but what are some of those key things that y'all are finding now as you're going to decision making this time that you wish you had understood in those first few times?
I think one of the biggies right off is, and sometimes you know these things, sometimes you don't, is just knowing how often are you going to move. You know, if you're going to move every week or less, then you may lean more towards some sort of motorhome. Yeah. If you're going to stay in at a place for a long time, and long time to us would be 2 weeks, 4 weeks. You know, especially if you're staying a month or more, you can maybe get something a little bit bigger. It takes a little longer to set up, like a fifth wheel travel trailer or something like that. Yeah. But we found out that was our mistake. We thought we were going to move around quickly. We thought we were going to stay in a place for a long time. Yeah. And so we found out we weren't. It was just tough to lug around that fifth wheel and set it up and everything else. And so the motorhome was just way quicker. Yeah. As far as setting the take down on there.
Yeah, that right there is probably hands down, I think, the best advice that I wish we would have understood. Obviously, design's important, style's important, floor plan's huge, but that right there really starts to lean you towards which direction you're going to go. And so,
I didn't think about how long it takes to set up camp and pack it up when you leave.
Yeah, I heard someone say it's basically a full day. Every time you're moving, it's a full day.
Well, we call them travel days. Like
travel
even if we moved 15 minutes one time and it still was a travel day because it's so much packing and moving and stress for driving and
And if you're moving a lot, if you're on the road a lot, you want the most comfortable on the road vehicle you can have. I mean, and that's a motorhome, because you can access everything while you're moving around.
Now I know in your training you talk more about kind of what is a Class A, what's a Super CD, all these things that those people just getting started may not have a clue. So I think you have a website for that book. It's not real expensive, whatever they can get a hold of. It's
findtherighrv.com. It's $37, but I mean, if you're buying an RV, I mean, it takes you no time to get that back.
Yeah, you don't save $37.
I would definitely.
You're doing something wrong.
Trust me, we spent way more than $37 on 3 different RVs. So.
For sure. Yeah. So that's really an awesome resource. I didn't know about that actually when I was buying. I wish we would have. I actually bought several books kind of in that realm, but I couldn't really find one that was exactly what you're talking about. I had to watch hours and hours of YouTube videos to try to find some of yours and to try to understand this stuff. So hopefully that'll shortcut the journey for a lot of y'all. So just to wrap up, I think the last question I had for you here, just because I know one of the ways that we connect is this idea of our families, and I'll maybe start with this for me, and then you guys can share for yourself. So I had this experience the other day, and it happened to be with y'all, and I'm not brown nosing. But where we got done with this hike up to Mount Evans, and I was thinking about earlier that day, my kids wanting to play video games and everything, and we got done, and just sitting there looking at this world, and you're on this mountaintop, and there's so much around you, and to me, I can't help but recognize God. And I think about the magnificent thing that men have built, and then to look at this and just go, how can you deny there's a God? And to me, for my kids to have that experience was like everything else we're doing is totally worth it just for that one moment to me. So has there been maybe a favorite family experience or couple experience where you just really felt that gratitude for this life, for this experience that you're going? Go with you.
I think for me, my moment was when we get up and have breakfast together, because I remember when I worked full-time that when I was at work I would always miss that time, and I'd think, I wonder what they're having for breakfast, or you know what they're doing. So that is so special to me that I get to get up and sit at the table and eat breakfast with, you know, my husband and my daughter every morning. I think that's when I feel the most gratitude, is because I missed that when I had to be at work every single morning, you know, to pay for stuff.
Stuff. It's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I love the mornings.
Me too.
Yeah. Nathan, what about for you, man?
Just because it's one of our earlier trips, I remember we went to the Florida Keys, one of the first places we went, and we just parked our motorhome, you know, facing out with a big windshield and just watching the sunset. Sunsets in the Keys are awesome, by the way. And just seeing our daughter light up when she saw it and see the boats, and just realizing that, man, you know, this is it's kind of like, it's all worth it kind of moment, you know, because you go through a lot to get to that point sometimes. At that point we're in our third RV, and we've been through a lot of stuff. It just really made it feel like it's worth it to see that.
That's and I think that's also a good encouragement for those of you that are maybe newer RVers and you are having some of those hard experiences. We had an AC go out. You know, is to really find those moments, right? And if you haven't had one, it's coming, right? So just go out there and enjoy the journey with less junk. Well, we've had a blast. If you guys have not already subscribed to their journey on YouTube, go over there. Less Junk, More Journey. You can search it. You'll find it. We'll put a link below as well. Been a ton of fun. We can't wait to meet up with y'all again. We don't know where. I don't know where. Maybe the Keys later on. So, but it's been really awesome. We're excited to see your journey and keep following it. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and catch up with these guys over there on the link below. Take care. See you next time.
Bye. If you like the video, hit subscribe and hit the thumbs up button too. Oh, thumbs up.
Thanks for the comment.
Okay, ready? Get this in slow motion. Ready? Slow motion. I stand right.
I think you got yourself a little wet. So I also want to say I'm sorry the vlog's coming up a little late today. Been shooting to deliver at 7 o'clock every night Central Time. So that's 8 o'clock Pacific. I don't know what that is Hawaii time, like 4 o'clock, I don't know. But anyways, so this one's gonna be a little late because I had to go get the Airstream today. We actually checked into the park where we could get the RV fixed this morning, or the Rev group. They had us up and going at 6:30. Then I had to go get the Airstream. We had to take it to the other side of Dallas where we're parking at the north side of Dallas. And so then we had to have a 2-hour drive back, south part of Dallas, but we're here now. And now it's time for dinner.